Books out in Joliet, Illinois. Let's bring back in our experts to find out who everyone believes had a better week. Let's see who we've got. All right, we've got the judge, we've got Mike Brooks and Lewis Gaynor, great criminal defense attorney. The judge and Lewis out there in Joliet, where hopefully they're in dry quarters now. All right, guys, this is what we're going to do. Let's reveal who you believe had a better week last week. Lewis, reveal. All right, I'm seeing a lot of blue.
Gonna have to go prosecution, Vinny.
I'm seeing a lot of blue. All right, let me start with you, Lewis. As a criminal defense attorney, why do you say last week was a better week for prosecutors?
Well, I'm going to object to your question, Vinny. It's not a fair question. And the reason is it's argumentative. The prosecution, it's their case in chief. The defense doesn't have an opportunity to have a good week. They're just playing catch-up right now with cross-examination.
Oh, they've had some good weeks. I mean, you can have a good week. You can have a good week. Ask Jose Baez after his opening statement down in Florida last summer. I think he had a better day or week that week than prosecutors did. But from your perspective, what was it that made this such a special week for prosecutors?
Well, I can tell you this. If this is the prosecutor's opportunity to present their case, and Larry Bloom, the coroner, is the highlight of that case, then they're in big trouble and they need more evidence, because this isn't going to cut it. The problem is this case is entirely circumstantial, and the prosecution is presenting Dr. Bloom to testify that the cause of death is most likely homicide, not falling into the tub, not an accident. They're going to need more than that. They're going to need some statements from witnesses that Drew said he was going to kill her. They're going to have something, because as of right now, they don't have any physical evidence at all. They just have speculation. It's a good week for the prosecution because Dr. Bloom is a good witness. I know because he was the witness in my last homicide trial. And in
How did
fact,
that go?
He said it was a homicide. That was not guilty.
Oh.
But he finished it, and I would characterize his testimony like this. It's professional. And what I mean is he obviously gets paid for his services. Dr. Bloom's been doing this for 20 plus years. And what he's really good about is that he looks the members of the jury in the eye. And you have to think of it from the perspective of the jurors. This entire case, everybody's been looking away from them, looking at the attorney asking the question. Nobody's paying attention to them. But that's the reason we're all here. It's the 12 people sitting in the jury box. And so this is the first witness who connects with them as a human being. And that's a big, impactful moment for the prosecution. And that's why I think it's been their week so far.
All right. Mike Brooks, you've been yellow a lot during this trial.
Yeah.
Did you say last week, overall, last week, it was a blue week? It was prosecutors.
Yeah, just slightly. Just slightly.
Okay.
But you know, I agree with Lewis. I think the inflammable Dr. Bloom, I think he pushed it over the edge for the prosecution. But still, the last person, or the last thought, one of the last thoughts that the jurors had before that weekend, Vinny, I think went to the defense because they heard that word vertigo.
So I've got Lewis and Mike, Judge, both saying it's a week for prosecutors, and they're talking about the defense, which is interesting. Judge, you said it was for prosecution, but then you also went blue and yellow with a green for both. So I'm confused by that vote. We gave you a green card so you could split the baby, yet you still held up two cards. What's going on, Judge?
Well, that's because I'm giving the edge to the prosecution for the week. Although I think both struck good blows that were there, but likewise, and the reason I give the edge to the prosecution, even when Scott Rossetto was barred from testifying, I think the defense lost more out of that than the prosecution, because they're still going to get that statement in with somebody else. The question is where's the defense going to get in all of those sex texts and everything that was going on with Stacey, which certainly puts a damper on her testimony and her credibility. And remember, they're weighing hearsay testimony from somebody they don't see in the courtroom, so therefore the only way to get at that and get at her credibility is through her actions and her trying to have an affair and exchanging all of those texts.
Judge, you know what I'm going to do for you, Judge?
She's still married.
I'm going to send you a card that was the color of Joel Brodsky's tie there, which is, it's like...
Oh, no, please don't do that, please.
It's like aqua. So it's green, but it's a little more bluish green. So we may have to come up with another card for you. I said blue prosecution.
But Dr. Bloom,
Go ahead, Judge.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I mean, the prosecution had Bloom, and Bloom was certainly a positive for him throughout all of that testimony. And, you know, there's no question he made a link with the jury. So
So,
and that's what
why
I'm going with. And that's why I'm saying prosecution. So that's why I think I'm agreeing with you in part. And yeah, there were good moments last week for the defense, but I think overall, better week for prosecution. And remember, as Lewis pointed out, we're in the prosecution's case. So if you want to win this thing, you better win most of these days and most of these weeks, if not all of them. Now, the defense has been calling out the prosecution for virtually every mistake that they've made so far.